Hey you guys, it's Aaron and welcome back to the House of Aaron. Welcome back to the house where we talk news, celebrities, and hot topics. I am super excited to be with you guys on this Friday night. You guys, we have a lot of stuff to cover. So first things first, our cover story, Yandy Smith and Porsha Williams are recounting their time in the detention center when they were up there at Louisville, Kentucky protesting. Y'all, they were in horrible conditions. So we're going to talk about it. Real Housewives of Atlanta season 13 newbie, Miss Latoya Ali and her husband, Adam. Okay, supposedly they were getting a divorce, but now it looks like they could be getting back together. Okay, with the help of Miss Kandi Burruss and Todd Tucker. So we're going to get into that. Then we are going to travel to the West Coast. Shout out to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. It is getting really crazy between Garcelle Beauvais and Kyle Richards. Kyle is basically saying, Garcelle, okay, girl, you did not pay your fair share at the charity event. You pledged $5,000 but didn't give it. All right, and Garcelle is clapping back. So if you guys like the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. And let's get straight into the video. So like I always say in every video, let's get into the meat and potatoes. Yes, the do-rag is back because I did not feel like doing anything to my little hair that I have. It is what it is, okay? And it's gonna be what it's gonna be. So let's get into Miss Yandy Smith and Porsha Williams. You guys know that they have been on the front lines protesting in the name of Breonna Taylor, justice for Breonna Taylor. And they were arrested twice in Louisville, Kentucky. And Yandy Smith is recounting her time with Porsha while they were at the detention center. So the article that I'm going to reference for you guys comes from thejasminebrand.com. Shout out to everybody at the Jasmine Brand. They are basically transcribing an interview that Yandy Smith did about their time in jail. So first off, she says, we were sitting right next to each other during the protest with locked arms, okay? We were both so afraid, but we were very empowered and feeling courageous at the same time. When they were approached by police at the protest, Yandy said, we knew at that point that we were going to be detained. And that's when I was like, well, I'm going to stand up. And I didn't know if they were going to start pepper spraying or not. They were then transported, okay, by a paddy wagon where police told them that they were going to be relocated into a local detention center. So while they were riding in that wagon, Yandy said a lot of us were claustrophobic. When you're in that van, it's just so incredibly hot and you would not be able to survive, okay, being in that wagon with your mask on. The Jasmine Brand says one of Yandy's phones was confiscated when they arrived at the detention center, but she had a second phone that she used to show what was going on. But she said, I wanted to document as much as possible about everything that was going on and happening so people could see that we were peacefully protesting while the murderers of this young woman, Breonna Taylor, are going to work every day. They're living their lives on vacations while us that are trying to get justice for her are not breaking the law and are getting arrested, okay? Basically saying what we've all been saying this whole time, which is, why are you guys so busy, arresting peaceful protesters when there are killers, okay, murderers, people who are wreaking havoc upon the Black community? Why can't they just go to work, okay, on administrative leave or suspended with pay? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. And then this is the part that I thought was really interesting. Yandy spoke on the conditions of the jail, you guys. So she said the amount of humiliation is crazy. The bathroom is just completely disgusting, like feces on the toilet, okay? If you have a weak stomach, click off this video right now or fast forward it. She said there were feces on the toilet, feces on the floor. You would think that there was a puddle of water, but y'all, it was really just urine, okay? Hot piss. She said there was one toilet that all 40 women who were also being held had to share, okay? One toilet for 40 women. And we already know the things that women go through. So that is just incredibly disgusting. She says they gave us blankets when we checked in. We would hold the blanket in the cell for women that had to use the bathroom. But some of them didn't want to touch the blankets because they were told by, I don't know, somebody who had some type of insight that the facility had a bed bug outbreak, okay? So they were giving these blankets, but nobody really wanted to use them or touch them because somebody had said, hey girl, I wouldn't touch those things if I was you because this place has a bed bug outbreak and it ain't gonna be cute. Yandy said if we touched it, we could possibly bring that back to our homes. I didn't even want to take that risk of infecting my children because of the inhumane conditions that are going on right now. And y'all, the Louisville Metro Department of Corrections Assistant Director Steve Durham, okay, is clapping back at Miss Yandy Smith, basically denying her claims. Okay, this is crazy. Like, first off, honey, shouldn't you be checking up on the inmates or whatever? Shouldn't you be, you know, cleaning up the jailhouses or something? Why are you spending your time on social media clapping back at a reality star? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Y'all need to be worried about arresting the cops that killed Breonna Taylor. Okay, y'all need to be worried about prosecuting the cops that killed George Floyd instead of worrying about what Yandy Smith is saying on the motherfucking internet. Just ridiculous. So, the Department of Corrections Assistant Director Steve Durham denied Yandy's claims. He says, "We clean and sanitize with bleach, okay, before the housing unit is occupied." He said, "But when the space gets filled, it can get dirty from occupant use." So, if it can get dirty because occupants are using the facility, then you just admitted that Yandy and whatever the hell she was saying is true, that the conditions are horrid and there's feces on the toilet and on the ground and there's pee everywhere. He says that when we hear those comments about cleanliness, healthcare, or conditions of confinement, we inspect and we work to improve. Turning a concrete and steel housing unit into a comfortable setting won't happen, and like all the housing units in the jail, the detainees have to work with us to keep their space clean. Okay, and so Yandy is saying it was inhumane, it was dirty as hell. Okay, somebody needs to come in here and really, you know, clean. Okay, where is the Swiffer duster? Where is the bleach? Where is the Fabuloso? Because this is just disgusting. And then the police department gonna clap back like, that is just so petty. That is petty LaBelle, petty low. Okay, so what is going on? So let me know how you guys feel about everything. I don't ever want to get arrested. I never want to go to jail because I already know. Okay, I already know that I am not made for that life. I'm not about that life. But I definitely believe Yandy, because what was the reason? Like, what would be the reason for her lying about that? Like, a lot of these jails be treating the inmates like pure shit and they don't have good living conditions. Okay, it is what it is. So let me know what you guys think about that in the comments down below. Speaking of Porsha, okay, we are going to move right along to Real Housewives of Atlanta season 13T. I want to show you guys this clip. This is Miss Latoya Ali. She was out either today or last night with Miss Kandi Burruss and Todd Tucker. And the interesting thing about it all is that Latoya was coupled up with her husband, Adam Ali. Okay, so if you don't know, Adam Ali and Latoya are getting a divorce. Okay, I believe they have like 3 kids together, if I'm not mistaken. They've been together for a really long time at this point. They do YouTube together. Adam now has his own separate channel, but they did a whole bunch of videos. They showed their lives and things like that. And so now Latoya is going to be on the new season of Housewives. And it just so happens that she's getting a divorce, okay, while she's getting this newfound fame from reality television. With that being said, it was an ongoing melodrama of Latoya wanting to be on the show, but Adam not wanting his kids or himself to appear on the show. I guess because he doesn't want his kids to be exploited or exposed in any type of way. That didn't make any sense to me. It sounds like he was being bitter and stopping her from getting her bag. And I only say this because your kids are already on YouTube. They're already exposed. They've already been shown to the world for Latoya's 1 million plus subscribers. And so I don't get the difference between subjecting your kids to YouTube and 1 million subscribers versus subjecting them to reality television. The only difference is reality television is just going to open you up into a new audience that is not privy to YouTube. But at the end of the day, you're acting like your kids aren't being watched by 100,000 people on the daily. The interesting thing about it all is that Latoya was seen in one of his videos. I did report on this a couple of weeks ago. And Kandi wrote a real interesting caption. She said, sometimes you have to connect with people who can relate, okay? She said it was a great time last night with Adam and Latoya and Todd. It was like couples therapy, okay? Keyword on couples therapy. It was like couples therapy. And if you ever come to ATL, stop by Tropical ATL. It's a whole vibe. Latoya Forever then commented, couples therapy in Cuba is always a great look, okay? And so that's making it seem like, you know, Adam and Latoya are trying to get back together. Like they're trying to reconcile their marriage and maybe make it work again, which I think would be awesome. They have 3 little kids. I feel like they can make it work. They're a beautiful couple. And so I would be really interested. And I would also really like to see how this plays out on Real Housewives, because I don't think we've ever gotten a new housewife that when we were first introduced to her, she was in the middle of a divorce. But hey, who knows? They may not even get a divorce. Hopefully they stay together if that is what is meant to be. So let me know down in the comments how you feel about Latoya Ali and Adam reconciling and possibly getting back together. Now, I also wanted to speak on Miss Garcelle Beauvais out there in Beverly Hills. They had a reunion, the reunion special last Wednesday. Y'all, it was really, really, really good. Okay, if you guys are not into Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, what the hell are you doing? Go watch it right now, because the reunion is definitely spicy. But on the show, Kyle Richards had a charity event, and Garcelle, while at the charity event, pledged to donate $5,000 to whatever charity that Kyle was raising money for, right? And on the reunion, Garcelle and Kyle were going back and forth. And Kyle said, Garcelle, I really don't want to hear nothing you have to say right now, because you came to my whole ass charity event. You pledged to pay $5,000 and then your ass didn't pay. All right. And so Garcelle's response is, Kyle, what the hell are you talking about? That is not true. You better watch what you're saying, because it's real slanderous at this moment. I definitely did pay, and I will text my business manager right now to get the receipts. Well, later on, after the episode aired, you guys, okay, the fans were asking Garcelle, did you pay your $5,000 at the charity event? Did you pay? Did you pay? Did you pay? And I will put the receipts right here. Garcelle said, of course I paid, okay? But y'all, we may have just gotten the real tea from Miss Kyle Richards. So Kyle, all right, went on to Instagram and she set the record straight. She said, I would like to address my calling out of Garcelle at the reunion over her not paying her donation to the Children's Hospital of LA. To be clear, everyone who made a donation at my event paid that night, which I feel like is real interesting. But there were multiple attempts to reach out to Garcelle that were left unanswered. My point was to be genuine. Don't do things just for the camera. She says, Garcelle has since paid her donation, and I am grateful to her and the others that have helped us raise almost $500,000 from that night. So I never knew that when you pledge to a charity, like, hey, I'm going to give $10,000, I'm going to give $25,000, I'm going to give $2,000. I didn't know that people paid that night. I always thought that you pledge, okay, and then you write a check or send your payment over after the fact. I never knew that people actually paid thousands of dollars on the spot like that. So that was news to me. Apparently, Garcelle did not pay on the spot, and when Garcelle found out that Kyle was going to bring it up on the show, or once she did bring it up on the reunion, Garcelle texted her business manager, and I guess she was like, bitch, we've been caught, and so you need to pay that $5,000. Now, why Garcelle didn't pay the $5,000 that night, I have no idea, okay? I don't know. Maybe she had to run it by financiers or her accountant or her business manager, like she said before. But I'm not sure why she did it. I don't know if it was to slight Kyle, like get back at you for being such a B word to me during the whole season. Like, I'm not sure. So definitely let me know what you guys think about the whole situation down in the comments below. So I'm gonna wrap it up right here. Definitely let me know what you guys think about everything we talked about in today's episode. How do you feel about the inhumane conditions at the detention centers up there in Louisville, Kentucky? I believe Yandy, okay? I believe Yandy, and even the department's communications director over there at the police admitted it, okay, you big dummy. And then Latoya and her husband Adam possibly getting back together, okay? And then also, do we believe Kyle? Do you think Garcelle intentionally did not pay this woman her $5,000 to the charity? All right, let me know in the comments. So I will see you guys tomorrow with an all new video. But if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to create a great day. Bye. Mwah.